What's up, friends? David Moss Jr. here. Let's talk about this stuff right here. Mudwater, spelled MUDWTR. I'm sure like most great brands, they were looking for a stellar domain, and that's what they were able to come up with. Okay, I've been using this stuff since the company first launched back in 2018, well before I ever shot any videos on anything that I was doing. But today, I still get people asking me, hey, is that mushroom thing actually any good? So in this video, I wanna walk you through exactly what it is, why I still like to use it, and whether or not I think it's worth trying for you. Especially if you're somebody trying to cut back on caffeine, or you're just looking to upgrade your morning routine. So, Mudwater. It's a coffee alternative. It's not just like decaf, it's a whole different approach. It's a blend of mushrooms, tea, spices, and cacao. It's earthy. It's kind of like a spicy hot chocolate. And it gives you a steady boost throughout the day without the jitters or the crash. And no, it's not a psychedelic. You're not gonna start seeing magical colors or pink elephants floating in the sky, though that could be kind of cool. First, let's talk about the guy who started it. His name is Shane Heath. And like most of us, he was drinking way too much coffee. Like me, he loved the ritual, but he hated the potential anxiety, poor sleep, or even energy crashes throughout the day. So he made this blend to get that same morning vibe without the potential downsides. And since launching this in 2018, they've expanded into some other blends as well, like their matcha, their turmeric, and their nighttime blend called Rest. But today we're just gonna talk about the original, and if enough of you want, I will go over the other blends in other videos. So make sure you subscribe. But what we're gonna talk about today is the OG, original Mudwater. So what's actually in Mudwater? Let's break it down real simple. First, you have organic cacao. This gives it that rich chocolate taste and a little bit of caffeine. But more importantly, cacao boosts mood and focus. It's like nature's version of some happy juice. Next, we have organic chaga. Chaga is a mushroom that's good for your immune system. Think of it like armor for your body. Then we have organic reishi, which this one is all about calm. It helps your body chill out and deal with stress better. Next is lion's mane, and this one is my personal favorite. It supports brain function and focus, which is the main reason I would drink coffee anyway. A lot of people say it helps with memory and mental clarity as well. Next is cordyceps, another mushroom. This one's great for natural energy production, and it helps your body use oxygen more efficiently, so you feel more natural stamina without needing a jolt. Then we have masala chai. This is the base flavor of the entire blend. It's basically black tea with spices like cinnamon, cardamom, ginger, nutmeg, and cloves. It's warm, spicy, and super good for digestion. Next is turmeric, which is anti-inflammatory as most know. This helps with soreness and recovery. So if you train hard or just deal with inflammation, this one really matters. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but there's cinnamon and ginger. This is great for blood sugar, gut health, and overall balance. Plus they taste great. And the last one worth mentioning is Himalayan salt. Just a pinch for electrolytes and minerals. This rounds out the flavor and helps with hydration too. So when it comes to making it, there's a lot of different ways to do it, and I highly recommend you try it yourself and try to figure out what's best for you. But this is exactly how I typically make my morning cup. And it's super easy. You just take 1 scoop of this, which is just 1 tablespoon, mix it with hot water, and stir. You can buy one of those frothers, which I highly recommend because it makes mixing this very, very easy. Sometimes I drink it just straight. Other times I add some raw milk or creamer, but most of the time I'm adding raw honey to make it a little sweeter, or some maple syrup. I personally love the Lineage raw honey. And yeah, I like it sweet, and I understand the benefits of raw honey, so that's why I put so much in. Plus, a lot of my workouts are pretty crazy, and I need those carbohydrates to help fuel me. Then I pour in a splash of raw grass-fed milk to cool it down and help smooth everything out. Sometimes, most of the time, I'll even crack 2 fresh raw egg yolks and put it in there as well. I don't put the whites in, but this gives it a nice, rich, creamy, velvety texture and adds some protein and some real nutrient power as well. But that's varsity level stuff. You don't have to go there. If you're just getting started, keep it super simple. Mud, hot water, milk, honey, or creamer. Keeps it simple, keeps it really, really good. The main thing is find what version works best for you. Make it your own. That's part of the magic. Let's talk about some typical first impressions that I've experienced when I've allowed other people to try it. So when I first started drinking Mudwater years ago, I would bring this tub with me everywhere. Super easy, because anywhere you go when you're traveling, you can access hot water and typically some type of cream. I would always encourage my friends or family to try some, and the typical first impression after that first sip was like, bro, what is this? It's earthy, and if you don't put creamer and honey in it, it's not really that sweet. And it definitely doesn't taste anything like coffee. But then, almost every single time, they would just continue sipping it. It's one of those drinks that surprises you. It's got this grit to it, kind of like cacao, chai, or matcha. Not smooth like a cup of coffee. But that's part of the charm. It feels real, it feels alive, and it feels different. And what I've noticed is because it is so different from coffee, that ends up being one of the things people like most about it. It slows you down a little. You're not just slamming back a cup of coffee to go pour another. You're sipping something that tastes like nature. And at the end of every cup, you find yourself satisfied. And then that becomes comes the ritual. And the cool thing, it's got about 1/7 of the caffeine of a typical cup of coffee. So you feel alert after drinking this, but you don't get that racing heart rate, that anxiety, or the crashes that can come from drinking coffee. All right, so here's the brutally honest part. Do I like the taste of this? I do. But at first I wasn't sure. It's earthy, kind of spicy, a little gritty, especially if you don't mix it well. But after a few cups, I find myself craving it. This is definitely not a sip it once and fall in love type of product. It's more of a habit, and once you start including this into your daily habits and feeling the difference between this and a cup of coffee, you might actually start looking forward to it. And I will say this, Mudwater isn't for everyone, and that's totally okay. I've had friends who've tried this and didn't love the taste at all, and said, bro, this tastes like wet dirt with tree bark in it. And hey, fair, it's earthy, it's different. If you're used to sweet, junk-filled vanilla lattes from Starbucks, this is not gonna taste anywhere close to that. And it's definitely gonna take some adjusting. And then I've mentioned it before, but then there's the texture. It's not smooth like a cup of coffee. It's got some grit, and you definitely wanna mix it really well with a frother. And personally, I like that now. I like the grittiness that it has. I like the texture, and I like the taste. It feels real, kind of like a cacao matcha chai, but it definitely caught me off guard the first time I tried it. And I just want you to know. I've also heard of some people saying they didn't feel that great after drinking it. Maybe a little anxiety or a little trouble sleeping if you took it a little later in the day. That usually comes down to how your body reacts to adaptogens and mushrooms. Some bodies are more sensitive to the adaptogens, and until you try it, you won't even know. But some people absolutely love that feeling and crave it. So if you're new to the world of adaptogens, you might want to ease in and do just a half of a scoop instead of a full scoop when you're first trying this. And then there's the subscription system. I've seen people online saying that it's hard to cancel, or that they thought they opted out of a subscription and ended up getting another shipment. My suggestion would be to just double check your account settings and make sure you don't have any surprises. Or you could also set up a reminder in your calendar so you know exactly when your shipment is coming or when that charge might come out of your account. Or do what I do and just order it when you need it. You don't have to subscribe. Obviously, there's perks to subscribing. You save some money and you get your product when you need it, but you can always just place massive orders like me and have a bunch on hand. When I travel a lot, I definitely want to have some that I can take with me, and I like having a few extra tubs that are at my house waiting for me when I get home. I just got this can and it expires January 2027, so it lasts a while. Subscriptions are cool, but not for everyone. But then again, this isn't just some magic drink that you absolutely have to have. It's a tool, and it might not be your thing, but it might be. If it works for you, awesome. If it doesn't, no big deal. The goal is to find a rhythm that works for you and your lifestyle, and something that adds to your life, doesn't take away. All right, so I've shared a lot of information about Mudwater, but let's talk about exactly who is this for. If you love coffee and coffee's working for you, awesome. I still drink coffee all the time too. But if you're feeling anxious, or if coffee's not doing anything for you, or you're getting those midday crashes and struggling with sleep, Mudwater might be the perfect thing for you to try. It's a small shift, but it can create a big ripple in how your brain and your body feel every single day. So that's it. Mudwater, a simple, earthy drink that helps people like me and many other people slow down, wake up with intention, and support our brains and bodies without overloading the system with caffeine. If you've been curious, I'd say give it a shot. Try the starter kit and commit for a week. Make it your morning thing. Stir it up. Put your favorite things inside it. Try it different ways. And more importantly, see how you feel. I don't want you to try this because I'm making a video reviewing it, and I don't want you to not try it because you read some Reddit post where someone said that Mudwater wasn't good for them. Our bodies are all different. We're biodiversified. We need different things. And this is a great blend that I've been taking for years, and I can say it's worth a shot. To get more information, I'll drop a link down in the description below that'll take you right to the Mudwater website, and you can do all of your own research. You might want to try the OG, or you might want to try one of their other blends. You might even want to just try them all. That's totally up to you. If you've already tried it, or you have some questions, pop them down in the comments below. I will read and respond to every question. And if it's something you're already taking and you have a killer recipe, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to give it a shot. But more importantly, I want you to know I appreciate you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, my friends, and God bless. Hey, speaking of the next video, I'm gonna have 2 videos pop up on screen right here and right here. Click on one of those and check them out if you want to. If not, I'll see you on the next one. Later, guys.